Hello, hello. As everyone's coming on here, I'm just going to make a note of everyone who's here because I'm going to email you something. So, hey, Dixie, good to see you. Yay, you made it. Sorry about that Venmo nutso stuff. Sometimes that's how it is. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, sometimes you have to say, yes, I want to pay. And maybe I didn't say yes enough times. I don't know.
That's the truth, right? I have to change my screen share here so it will let me go back. Oh, come on. So it will let me go back and
Yeah,
actually, here's what I should do.
it's for gas. I not for gas or for.
I just need to be able to turn up my volume and it won't let me do it while I'm screen sharing. So here we go. Okay. All right. Oh, it's so nice to see you all. This is so cool. All right, let me go back to where I was here a minute ago. And I was just saying, let's see, what time is it? Okay. I was just saying that I just want to make sure that I wrote down some of you like who are on my team and in club and everything. Oh, Dixie, are you in club? Are you doing Forever Club? Okay. I can lip read pretty well. You said no.
Well, I'm trying to mute myself because my husband's playing guitar and he's noisy. So I don't know. I haven't really signed up for a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I have to figure, and that's
Okay.
part of coming to all this because I just can figure
Okay.
things out. So
And I'm just asking because I just want to make sure I make a list of everyone. I have a list of everyone who told me they were attending, but then hold on today.
Well, forever makes me nervous because we know things aren't forever, even when they say so. We've been there.
Except that that's their focus, and that's what I really like. Like it's intended, like that's the point. So I love that. But anyway, so I just want to make sure that I have a list of everybody who's here because I'm going to email you the outline of this. And so I want to make sure that I get everybody. All right. Thank you, Cindy. Perfect. All right. We've got 1, 2. I saw Donna. Did I not see Donna here somewhere? Yes. Okay. We've got 1, possibly 2 more people. So I'm just going to give everybody 1 more minute. Hi, Pam. It's nice to meet you.
Hello.
I'm so excited. Okay, so I have Donna and I have Cindy. No, I don't have Cindy. I gotta write down Cindy. Okay. And Pam and Liz. Hi, Liz. Okay, I think I have everybody until somebody else comes. All right. Well, I had one request for someone who was going to be here but has had a medical thing come up to record this. So I'm going to go ahead and record it. Normally, I warn people about recording it because I put it on my YouTube channel when I teach a class or whatever. This time I am, but I'm not. Since it's a paid event, this is something that I'll put it on my YouTube channel for ease of access, but it's actually it's going to be unlisted. So not everybody can see it. I'm just going to send a link to that one gal. And if you guys want a link to the recording as well, that's fine. But anyway, that's just my little disclaimer about recording. So I think we have a couple more people, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. And since I'm recording, they can see the recording anyway. So have I been recording this whole time? Am I recording? It's only giving me options to pause and stop. So it wasn't supposed to start automatically. Really weird. It's not. It's not set to automatically record, so that's kind of strange. So, okay, well, welcome everybody. I'm so excited. I love Yearbook Boot Camp, and it's great to see all of your faces here with me too. So, we'll just get started. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat box. I would probably give me a minute to explain things first, and then if I didn't cover it, then put it in the chat box. We are going to, I love Yearbook Boot Camp. We're going to talk about how to, and then we're going to do it, put 1 year's worth of photos and memories in one heirloom quality book in just 4 weeks. So I'm going to go over kind of the outline of Yearbook Boot Camp, and then what we'll do each week, and then we'll get going with our week 1. So as you probably know, Yearbook Boot Camp is a 4-week workshop. We're meeting 1 hour per week. We'll have about 10 to 20 minutes, it depends on the week, of instruction or information of some kind, followed by work time, where we'll get going with our week's assignment. Completing each week's assignment can probably be done during our workshop time if your photos are well organized and ready to go. But if you don't finish whatever it is that we're doing for the given week, you have the whole week to finish up before we meet again. And I really think that if you don't finish while we're together, about 1 or 2 hours of quote outside work on your own during the week would do it. I say probably, it just depends on where you are and what you're doing. But all right, so here is the 4-week outline. Today, week number 1, we're going to go over the benefits of memory keeping. Now, you may be here because you already know that memory keeping has benefits, but I just think this is so worth stating that I want to start there. Then we're going to talk about why forever, why that's what we're going to use to make this book. And then I'm going to show you specifically a design and print template. I'm going to kind of demo what that looks like. When I'm done with those 3 things, then we're going to do these 5 things. You'll first open your Forever account. You don't already have one. And if you are opening a new one, you will get a $20 coupon, which is super cool. And then you can use that toward your book. Then you'll choose a template. There are 18 template designs in Design and Print that you can choose from. If you are an artisan digital scrapbooking software user, you can certainly create your book in Artisan. It may take you a bit longer than 1 hour per week, but do whatever you want. Totally do whatever you want. So anyway, you'll choose your template from the 18 designs that are in Design and Print, and then you'll choose which year's worth of photos to preserve. Are you going to do 2016? Are you going to do 2018? You know, whatever. And then you'll organize them and choose your favorite photos. Then upload them to your Forever account. So that's the work that you will do today during our class. And then if you don't finish, then that's what you'll do the remainder of the week. So basically, you're just getting going in Forever, choosing your template, choosing your year, and getting your photos ready to go. That's kind of the goal for this week. Okay, then next week, week 2, I will give you some information about Forever storage and detail that. And then next week, you'll complete pages in your book from January, February, March, and April. On week 3, I will give you some Forever Club information. This is an optional thing that you can do. You will get a 5% savings plus kind of some other perks with a few caveats that I'll explain in week 3. And then after that, then you will complete pages in your book from May, June, July, and August. In our last week, I want to give you a few tips for consistency. The things that you will learn in this class can be repeated. If you want to do this all by yourself or with a friend, in February next year, you can. And so I want to give you a few tips for how to maintain keeping up on preserving your photos and memories. I will also introduce you to, if you're not already familiar with it, the Deals tab. Books and other print products are almost always on sale, and they vary from about 20% off to 50% off. Sales change about every 2 weeks, so I want to show you how to get that figured out before you place your order. And then in that last week, week 4, we will complete pages in our books from, oh good, Linda's here. From September, October, November, and December. And then you'll order your yearbook, which I think is amazing, in 4 weeks. And then you place your order, which is fantastic. All right, so let's start with today. We'll start with week 1, the benefits of memory keeping. All right, so like I said, you may already know this. You may already, at least in the back of your head, think, well, this is good, right? This is a good thing. But it really, really is. And so I really want to touch on this first. So we're going to start with Bravo. You're here. That is the first step to getting your memories preserved in one place. And I want you, like from this day forward, to not think of memory keeping as a to-do list item like laundry. You got to do laundry. You got to go to the grocery store. You got to drop off the dry cleaning. You got, there are all these things we have to do. And that is actually, those things are actually not memory keeping. Memory keeping is actually self-care. It has been, and you could call it family care too. It's been shown in studies to help us make connections, increase our self-esteem, actually increase our happiness, like our, well-being. It gives us a sense of belonging. It actually goes a long way in coping and healing. I could tell you a whole nother story about that. And it lets you reduce stress. Like it makes you feel better. So think of it as any of the things that you do for self-care, right? Hot bath, manicure, I don't know, whatever you do to take care of yourself. That's this. Memory keeping is actually self-care. So I want you to prioritize it that way and think about it that way. So pictures have been shown to increase your mood by 11% and relaxation by 22% when it's compared to other common mood boosts like eating chocolate and drinking wine. Those are the two big ones. And so what that means is your pictures actually make you 10 times happier than chocolate. So I think it's, worth preserving or worth pursuing. All right, so Forever. I want to touch quickly on Forever. It offers, I think everybody here knows this already, but it offers heirloom quality products and private photo storage. In addition to all these things that's listed on this little image, there's a mobile app that you can sync with your Forever account, so you can upload pictures straight from your phone to your account. There's media conversion. If you have old home movies, you can get them digitized. There's just all sorts of really great things that you can do with Forever. And I have been very impressed with it. I haven't been impressed with a photo company for a while, and this is very impressive to me. So again, a little bit more about why I chose Forever. So Design and Print is the Forever platform that offers pre-designed templates that make putting books together both easy and fast. I actually know a few people who had kind of had a big project weighing on them for a little while, and Design and Print was like their dream come true. One of them was a wedding book, and she finished it in like a week. I had another person get so excited about something. It was kind of a smaller book, but like she completed it in a day. She was done. And then someone else who has 3 years worth of kind of an adventure that she wanted to, preserve. And so she divided it into 3 volumes. She got it all organized and figured out and printed 1 volume in like 2 weeks. She did all of it in 2 weeks. And that's why I love Design and Print. I love Artisan, the digital scrapbooking software, because I like putting things wherever I want to on a page and stuff like that. But if you want to, shoot something out real quick, it's Design and Print. Design and Print takes almost no time to learn. And I love that, particularly for Yearbook Boot Camp, because that way you can spend your time preserving photos and memories, not learning a program. So that is why I picked what I picked. So I'm going to go over right now to my Forever demo account and show you how easy it is to use a Design and Print template. And you'll be doing this soon. So I want to show you kind of how that works. So give me just a second to get over there. Sorry. close this and close that and open this just a minute. Okay. So, oh, and Ruby's here. Wonderful. Okay. So, oh no, it looks like I lost somebody. Maybe they'll be back. Okay. So, let's see. Hold on. So what I'm going to do next is go over, like I said, right to forever and show you design and print. So you access anything if you want to use the really simple one called auto print. You can, that's accessed here. Also, you can learn about Artisan here as well. Artisan is a purchase program, so you download that to your computer. It's sort of a different category. But sorry. So if you hover over create and print, you can see auto print and design and print. This is very, very basic, not a lot of text. And that's why I really like design and print for our yearbooks, because you want to tell the story. You don't just want to throw your pictures in. The story, like the memories, like what happened, the reason you took the pictures makes a difference. So what you're going to do is you're going to come to design and print and then standard. It's a standard size book. If you want the seamless lay flat book, you can do that as well. It's the pages are very thick, more expensive. But so beautiful. All right, so you can see there are a lot of templates. So what you're going to do is come up here and type in yearbook into the search field. Then you'll click search. Now, what you can do is just sort of, scroll through and see which one kind of looks good to you. I think my year in chalk is really cute. And I also like, oh, I didn't write them down. It was like my family adventures, I think. I don't remember, but you can go through and, if you see one that you think you like, click on it. And then you can see all of the different, page possibilities. So you can scroll through. Oh, look, here's New Year's. All the gray areas are for photos. All of the other areas are just decor, right? So that's what that would look like. And so you'll be able to choose one page at a time. So you can, oh, I want 3 pictures on a page. I'm going to choose this one. So you can see over here too, this is probably not a great example that I used because it's only available in a hardbound book and it's only got so many pages in it, and that's just the set price there. Now I'm going to go back, but I'm also going to say that the price varies because it varies by size and by binding, and it also depends on what's on sale. That you just saw is the full price. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. You're probably not going to pay that. Okay, so here's this my year in chalk. So you could choose a softbound book or a hardbound book, and it's in these 3 different sizes. So with this particular template, you have a lot more sizes or options than you did with the other one. And what was I going to say about that? Oh, the softbound, I just want to mention softbound. So most softbound books that you can, like if you went and made a book at like walmart.com or something, most softbound books have glue in the binding. And the problem with glue, it's nice and cheap and everything, but the problem with glue is that it yellows and cracks, and so your pages can fall out. With Forever, a softbound book is made using a chemical bonding agent. So it's like the pages are like melted together in the binding. It's capital P-U-R, poor. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you can look it up. It's like the top of the line way to do a softbound binding. So anyway, so let's look here at a few. Here's what the cover looks like on this one. Usually there's only one option for the cover, so make sure you like the cover before you choose your template, and then you can go through and see, oh, my page would look like this or this, etc. Okay. So if you know, like, okay, yeah, those look pretty good, I think I'm going to use that template, then you click Start Book. Oh, and I didn't select a size. It doesn't really matter because I'm just showing you, so I'm gonna All right, so this is what it looks like to actually create. It's so great because you can change things around however you like. So I think what I'm going to do is on the front, I'm going to click here and I'm going to pull some pictures. All right. Oh, that's not a great picture. Okay, there you go. And then you have a place to enter text here, our 2022 book. I don't know. I'm just making it up. And then if there's a place that says enter text and you don't have anything to say, you could leave it and it won't print that way. All right. So all those enter text give you those, options. And you can see you can align it to the right, center it, or left, justify it. And then here's the thing with the pages. The pages are great because this is where you click change design. If this is what you want for your first page, fabulous. Enter your text, you put your pictures in, you're done, the end. If you want something different, you just click change design and it goes to all of those pictures that we were just looking at a minute ago, or all of those pages that we were looking at just a minute ago. So you can see this, and because it's a yearbook, there are things like St. Patrick's Day and Easter, pumpkin patch stuff, 4th of July. So this theme is more, about a yearbook, what you do through the year by date. So let's say I want to pick back to school. I don't, because this will probably be my January page, but there we go. See, now it changes to back to school. And basically you have just learned how to use design and print. You're done. If you know how to change pages, put a picture in, and put text in, then you're done. And you just keep going and keep going and keep going. And you can change the design right here. And there you can also reorder the pages as needed as well. So I believe you click and drag the pages. I can't remember. I haven't done this for a little while, but I'll figure it out if you need to. Oh, it's right here. It's up here. Rearrange. You see where my mouse is? Rearrange the pages. If you decide, oh yeah, I got to throw another page in here, you can click and drag and move those around. And then you can also add a page. So if your book comes with, X number of pages, but you need some more, you can add pages in this way. All right, so that is just sort of a quick look. I don't want to spend too much time. I'd rather get you looking, get you started so that you can ask questions and I can just answer them. But that, more or less, is the demo. So let me get back over to what we wanted to talk about. So again, hold on. Again, can't think and do this at the same time, sorry. Okay, again, your steps, your things to do this week, today, hopefully this week, if not, are to open your Forever account. Here is the website. You get that $20 coupon if you're new, and it expires in 60 days, which is no problem because you're going to have this book done in 4 weeks. Number 2 is you choose your yearbook template. So we kind of went over that already. Remember, you're looking for the overall design because you can switch out the individual pages. If it shows you one, but you're gonna not want that one that much, then you're fine because you can switch out pages. When you're looking at templates, make sure it's available in the size you want. I always recommend 12 by 12 because it showcases photos nice or nice and big, especially the older I get that I can't see stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The 10 by 10 is also nice. I've done one of those as well. If you do an 8 by 8, I think that, to me, an 8 by 8 works nicely for one event. Like I made my niece a book with her baptism pictures in it, and it was just about the baptism, and there was not a lot of text. I could make the pictures pretty big, not a big deal. For my yearbook, I definitely use 12 by 12. So there's that for what that's worth. And I think we already kind of went over this too. Yeah, you can swap out pictures, but make sure you like the cover because the cover is only in one size or one style. My favorites are Seasonal Yearbook, My Year in Chalk, and Enjoy Life. I think those are cute, but definitely there's 18 or more to look at. So you find what you like. And then your third step again is going to be to choose and upload your photos. So choose the year's worth of photos and memories that you want to preserve in this book. I recommend starting with the most recent year because last year, because your memory is fresher. It kind of helps you. Oh yeah, I remember this, and you get it all together, and then that momentum kind of propels you forward, and you can do more books. But feel free to start with whatever works in your own brain. I'm going to talk about that again in a minute. So I can also demo how to upload photos to your Forever account. There's library and then albums. Has anybody not done that? Would you like a demo here in a minute? Okay, Cindy, I will do that. After we get everybody else going, I will demo that, and you can either mute me or listen. Okay, so about photos. To make Yearbook Boot Camp go extra smoothly, i.e. quickly, I suggest that you organize your photos by year and month. So I'll show you how I do it in my account, but this is just kind of a little screenshot of how I do it on my computer. And then basically I do the same thing in my Forever account. So you can see under pictures, I have a folder called 2017. Then when you open folders 2017, you can see all of this. I have everything organized by month, and it does organize it in alphabetical order, so it doesn't start with January, but I'm pretty smart and I can find January, so it works okay for me. But that's how I suggest that you do it for a yearbook. If you don't want to, then you have a better idea, that's fine. But I like how this works in my brain because I can find things very quickly. And then I'm going to email you a worksheet with everything we just talked about so that you can catch up on anything that you didn't finish today. And gonna say something else. I'm gonna email you that. That's probably it. Oh no, there are links in there that if you need more information about design and print, I made a little video about that, or I've got a bunch of little yes, Linda, that is just what I'm going to do. All right. So if you want to go back to, actually, I'm going to go way back. Hold on. I'm going to go back to list of things to do. I know. Zoom told me I'm not sharing my screen anymore. I know. I did that on purpose. All right, let's see. I want to go back to this and just so you guys can look at this if you need to. Just one little second. So this is basically what we're doing today. If you want to take a picture of it with your phone real quick or whatever, this is what you can get started on right now. I'm going to go back over to the website and demo uploading pictures to your account and stuff like that. So if you are ready to work, mute me or whatever and get started with this. If you want to stay with me while you learn about uploading photos and stuff, then just stay with me. Pam says, can you choose a page design more than once? I have several already designed, so I would like to drop it into a single photo page. Oh, so you pre-designed something using some other software or something like that, correct?
Right.
Okay. So you can do that. The single photo pages, let me get over there and answer that question, and then we'll look at photo uploads and stuff. You can do that. Sorry. There are too many buttons on my page right now. Okay. So if you look, okay, so I'm going to click add page because we're going to look at a new page. So if you look in design and print, you can see that I think it depends on the template. So that's why I'm scrolling down to see what else is on here. Yeah, it looks like to me on this particular template, there is just this picture or this page that has one.
Right.
So you could do that. If you save it as like a JPEG or whatever, you can put it in there. The only thing is that sometimes, so you can see it's got a white border around it.
Right.
So that's going to be, I don't know how big, maybe an inch, right? All the way around. If that's fine with you, then you're set. You're good to go. If not, and by the way, this is a full page of text. If not, then you have two other options. One, to get a full bleed page. One is to use the lay flat book. That one there are a few templates in there, and I made notes. I've learned about this and wrote them down, but I can tell you what they are. The actual templates that are lay flat, and they have full bleed pages. The other option would be to use Artisan, because Artisan lets you just do whatever. It's all a blank page anyway, right? So those would be your two options for using a pre-designed page that you've created on your own. Yeah,
But you could use the same template over and over.
Yep, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great question. Let me see. I want to go over to library. So I kind of made a mistake when I first started putting stuff in. I just put everything in the world in here, okay? Which it's not organized in library. It's just, here's all my pictures. It's a library, right? Like you walk into a library, there's 1,000 books. It's just everywhere. Albums, though, is where they're organized, okay? So when you put them in an album, you can look at them in your library, but albums, they'll still show up over there, but albums is where you actually see them. So, or where they're actually organized. Sorry, I'm talking way too fast. All right, so the way that I have organized this, and is Melody here today? No, she isn't. So Melody gave me this idea. So I went on canva.com and I just made these little like covers for all my albums. So they're all in alphabetical or numerical order, right? So let's see. What do I want to show you first? Maybe I'll show you just how I have it organized, and then I'll upload some photos real quick for you. So I have Photos 2022, for example. That's the name of the album itself. Within that album, I clicked right here, add nested. So that is like an album is like a folder on your computer, and a nested album goes inside it, like a subfolder on your computer. And you can keep adding nested albums. All right. So I can show you an example that I don't think I have any this year, but so I added nested albums that are named by the month. You can see. Okay. And then, I might. Let's see, August. Yeah. So these are the two photos in my August 2022. But then I also went on a trip. And so I added specifically for that trip, because I got a whole bunch of pictures in there. For that trip, I called it something else. So that is, let me go back. So 2022 is my album. Then inside 2022, I put August 2022 as a nested album. Then once I'm inside August 2022, I put another nested album called Utah Education Week. Okay. So that is how you put like folders within folders within folders within folders to organize. Let me look at your chat. Can you add album already made to the main yearly album? I don't know if I know what you mean, Linda. You can unmute if you want to just ask me.
So I didn't understand how to do nested albums. So I just added like January through February of 2017 and then March through April of 2017. So I have these little albums that are already in there. And so I want to put a 2017 yearly thing, kind of like you have, and then put those little pre-made, those little albums into that.
So
They've already
I
got
have
the pictures in them and they're already called albums. I
Yeah.
just want to put them into that yearly group.
Okay. So I kind of sometimes if I forget to make a nested album, I have kind of the same issue. And so what I do, you can rename the album. Like if you have January through March, right? And you decide, no, I want to just do this by month. You can go in and rename it January and then only keep the January pictures in there. and then move the February, make new albums, February, March, and then move the pictures from that first album into February, and then the other ones move to March, right? So here's how, trying to think if I could give you an example. Okay, so let's say that I want to move this 103. Actually, I didn't really mean to click on it. Hold on. I want to move this 103 into this Utah Education Week. So what you do is you select it here. You click on it, so it's check marked, and then you can click move to album.
So I don't just have a specific picture I want to add to an album. I have the album I want to add to make it into a nested album.
Okay, so let's see. So where's your initial one? It's not nested at all. You just made a bunch of
Right.
albums. Okay,
Right.
okay. All right. So let's go back here to all mine. So let's say that I want to move my demo photos now into 2022 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So if you, okay, hold on. Okay, so go to the album wherever it is, right? And then see this little like blue arrow caret thing pointing down
Uh-huh.
at the top of it. You can click that and then you click move. Select move. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna click it right now and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then you can come and say, oh yeah, I want to put it in 2022. So I can either click 2022 and then it'll move it into that as its own nested album. Or I've got a bunch of other nested albums. So if I want to put it in like August 2022, I could put it there. Or I could go down even further and put that back into the Education Week one.
Oh, yeah,
That make
that's
sense?
exactly what I need.
Yeah, there you go. Hooray! Let me see the other chat. Just a note, I named my albums 01 January, 02 February, etc. So they are in order, but I still have the month written out. I started to do that, Pam, and then it messed up when I went to 10. It wouldn't recognize that 10 comes after 9. It thinks it comes after 1. But I started that. I don't know. Maybe you're smarter than I am and you can figure out how to do that. Okay. Oh, and Liz says, I did just what you did, just a dump. Oh, okay, you have to use 001 for January. Thank you, Pam. So Liz says, I did what you did, just a dump upload with no organization. Yeah, that's how I started. I'm like, oh, let's put on the pictures in here. And I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. Working on both tags and albums, which is more efficient, doing the bulk tagging or sorting and organizing each nested album? Oh, I wish I could answer that question. I have not tagged anything. And so I don't know. I don't know if this answers your efficiency question, but I think what I would say is to get it sorted and organized in all the albums and nested albums that you want. And then that way you at least know where everything is. And then from there you can tag. That's how my brain works. So I don't know. All right. Any other questions, or are we ready to get going on books? Or actually, we're just working on pictures today, aren't we? Oh, tagging. All right. So let's see. So you see right here, tags. I have 0. So when I click here, nothing will come up. Oh, these are words that I used to name some of my photos. Oh, that's interesting. But nothing, you can see it's also 0. They're not tagged. So anyway, what you can do on a photo, let's use one of my demo photos. So let's say that I want to click all the tagging is a way of being able to find photos of a certain thing, your tag, no matter where they are. So if you want, let's say this is Bob, okay? If you want pictures of Bob, then you're going to tag them when he was 5 years old, and you're going to tag his wedding day and his first day of college and whatever, wherever it was in his whole life, he will be tagged Bob, okay? So you can see once you double click it like that, to kind of open it and make it bigger, By the way, you can edit it. That's really cool. That's a whole nother thing. But if you come over here to the right, you can actually add a tag. You click here, add tags, and then you can just type in Bob. You can type in wedding. You can type in 2022 or whatever. So you just create your own tags, whatever you want them to be, and then click save. And then that way you can, if I go back now to where we were, if you just want to find photos of Bob, then you go to tags up here. Instead of library or albums, you go to tags and then you search Bob. And then everything that you've tagged Bob will come up. So I'm just working on getting my photos all in here. So I haven't done any tagging, but I know, Liz, you've done a lot. All right, any other questions? So we are working on opening your Forever account. I think you've all done that. Check. Choosing your template was the next thing to do, and choosing which year's worth of photos to preserve. So you are working on that. That's the next thing we're going to do for today. Yeah, Forever pictures can have tags. Isn't that cool? Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop the share while you all are looking. And if you have questions, throw them out. I muted everyone so you can work in peace, and I'll be quiet, but I'll be here. Has everybody uploaded pictures to Forever before? Does anybody have questions about that? Ah, gotcha, Cindy. No problem. Okay, I can go over uploading pictures for Cindy. If anyone wants to mute me, you're fine doing that. No offense taken. I just like to work in quiet. I like to work with people, but shush, because I can't concentrate. So if you need to mute me, that's okay. All right, so I'm going to show how to upload pictures. Let's go back over here. I'm going to actually do what I need to do. I stopped in. Where did I stop? 2018. Did I finish all those? I think I did. It's so fun to upload pictures. Look at it, just memories. I don't know. I had a good time with that one. It was my daughter's senior year. Okay, I think I did that one as well. So just so you know, if you care, photos. So photos that you upload to a specific album will show up as the little thumbnail, and you can change the thumbnail if you want to. The reason that I don't have any pictures showing up as a thumbnail in September or in October or in December is that I only have nested albums in there. I don't have anything that's assigned to just December or just October. So let me show you that, just so you know. And now if I wanted to upload something to December just to make it the thumbnail, I could totally do that, but I didn't. I have anniversary and gingerbread houses and a bunch of different stuff, right? So there's nothing just in December. So that's why when you look at it here, it says there are 0 pictures in there, but there are 9 other albums in there. That's how it works for me. You do what works for you. Okay, so I did 2019. Sorry, let me see where we are. Did I get that far? Oh, good for me. Okay. So I have no pictures except for this one that's called 2020 photos in Photos 2021. So I'm going to click here. You can see I uploaded that one so that it's showing up. So I need now to add a nested album. Excuse me. And per what I like to do, January 2021, I create a new album. Oh, canva.com. So it's CANVA. And it is just in fact, I'll just show you. We're here. I'll just show you my Canva. So it's just sort of a way of designing like ads or other like Pam joined Forever Club last week. And so I made a little welcomey thing. And then I forgot. And then I remembered, oh, I didn't ever welcome Linda. And I can't remember else who it was. Linda and Donna and Ruby and Colleen. I didn't welcome them. So then I made a new one. And then I just recorded a video called Christmas in September. So I made a little thing there. So it's just a way that you can make images, right? And so I just made the little things that say 2021 or photos, whatever, photos 2018 and whatnot. So yeah, that's Canva. All right, so I just made a nested album under Photos 2021. And so I'm going to click January 2021. And actually now I need to go over to my computer really quick and see what pictures I have, because I need to find out if I have how many nested albums I have for January so I know how to do it. Oh, okay. So I actually have like 4 random pictures from January of 2021. So I don't need to make any other albums in here. So what I need to do is, now if you click add files, you can add them from your library. These are brand new for me. I haven't put these in here at all. So I'm going to click upload. Then I'm going to go to my computer. Look how much photo storage I've used. I'm so proud. It was a lot of work. I'm going to go to 2021 and I'm going to go to January. And I'm going to click all 4 of these pictures. And then I click upload. And then it takes just a minute to upload it. And then when you're done, you can click I'm done uploading. If I were to take more, like if I had more pictures from January and they were in 4 different places or whatever, then while these are uploading, I could just click upload more and then go to a different place on my computer and just get them all in here. But I only have the 4, so I'm done uploading. And then here they are. And this is boring. This is a boring, actually, no, that's a good album cover. But if I want to change it, I would do this. I'm going to click this one instead. That's my son when he got braces and he was hiding from me from the camera. So don't tell him I showed you that picture. He'd be very embarrassed. Okay, so now that it was January, I'm going to add another nested album. I'm just going to do one more and then you can do your own thing. And then again, I'm just going to go really quickly and check on my computer to see if I need other nested albums. No, again, the boys went skiing and we made a crazy thing for dinner. And that's all I took pictures of in February. That's usually the case. It's usually that all my big pictures are in the summer. This was like a steak with a chimichurri sauce, which I'd never had before. And it was really funny. And it turned we made, what was that? Oh, it was like rutabaga or some weird thing we'd never had, and it turned them green. And so we took a picture. Anyway, so there, okay, see, that's a cute picture. I like that on the front, so I'm not going to change it. One other thing that I'll mention is that every album has a privacy option, a privacy setting. So you have to name your album, and then you have to choose the privacy setting. So, oh, I can't change that one because it's in an album that has, hold on. So I can do that for this. For Photos 2021, I have to choose whether it's just for my eyes only, whether my friends and family can see it. And those are people that, it's kind of like friending people on Facebook, but you friend them on Forever. I I don't do that much. I am friends with my daughter. So my daughter can see, because she's in almost all these pictures, she can see what I'm putting in here, and then she can actually download them too. Like we're sharing them. So it's not just that people are seeing them, they actually have access to them as well. So I don't do a lot of friends and family, but anyway. And then public is just for anyone. This is great if you had like for Forever Ambassadors this last summer, we had what's called Forever Live. It's the Forever conference. And there were a lot of people who took a lot of pictures and they're just sharing them with everyone. So that's a good option for like a public kind of thing. So I set most of mine to friends and family. And so that's what it was already set up. But anyway, that's what that is. Let's see, any other questions? Maybe I'll type it in the chat box in case anyone has muted me. I think I'm going to. Yeah, no problem, Cindy. Oh, Pam, I just saw this. Tagging is the first reason that brought me to Forever. I have made 8 books with random events and pictures for the grandkids from pages sent to them daily for 2 years. I have each book's pictures uploaded and tagged. So all I have to do is look for a tag like Christmas 2022, and I can see all the pages I have already made for that event and what pictures I have already used. Or if I'm looking for a particular page, I can see what page number and what volume it is in. That is beautiful. Oh, I love that. I know Liz has done a lot of tagging too, and it's such a quick way to find things. I have not ventured there and I need to. All right, so let me get back to our little list of things to do today. All right, so once you've opened your account and chosen a template and chosen the year's worth of photos to preserve, get them organized. I suggest organizing them on your computer first, just because then it's so easy to upload them into your Forever account from there, and then you know that you got everything. So I suggest, like I said, organizing them on your computer first and choosing your favorite photos. So the reason I said that is that sometimes, like especially lately, we take a bazillion pictures and sometimes we feel like we have to use them all, and there's actually like no rule. There is no rule that says we have to use every picture we take in a book. So if you want to use every picture you take, go for it. If you feel like, well, I don't need 17,000 pages of our trip to the zoo, then just choose your favorites. Let's see. You uploaded the update on Artisan and can't open it. Oh, you know what? Will you definitely go to the Forever website and click the little chat, the little customer service chat. They can kind of like troubleshoot with you, but one of the things that I love about them is that they can actually, with your permission, do a screen share. So they can actually go into your computer and like, it's usually a Windows thing, and they can say, oh yeah, we got to update this and blah, 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 whatever. And it's really great. So Linda, will you please do that? Because that is, they should be able to help you out. So you should be able to work on that soon if you get in touch with them. And then Cindy said, is there a difference in the quality of pictures if they are uploaded from our phone versus Facebook? Yes, I'm so glad you asked that. Okay. So Facebook, as you know, houses a million photos. And so when you put a photo on Facebook, it will lower the resolution of it automatically. Automatically, the minute you put it on Facebook, it wasn't as good as it used to be. So that's great for just sharing pictures, you know, oh, here's so-and-so's first day of school, blah, blah, blah. But if you want to use it in you know, something like in print, or if you want to blow it up at all, it's lost its resolution in Facebook. So you should definitely use the original photo if you can. Now, I know sometimes people put it on Facebook thinking that's their eternal storage, and then they delete them so they don't have them anymore. So if that is the case, go ahead and download them back from Facebook, but excuse me, be aware that you're not going to be able to print them really well or really big. They're not going to look very good, very big, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So there are, let me see if I can get back over to my project here. So actually, wait, edit, just a minute, I'm coming. Okay, so let me share this with you here. So I would look for, so you remember we were looking at the different pages in this book, right? So I chose a 12 by 12. So this is probably about a 5 by 5 size. You're going to want to stick with fairly small. And if you upload a photo and it says, oh, I mean, and it's not very good quality, it'll give you a warning. So that's really helpful. But anyway, you could stick with smaller sizes. I would stay away from, for example, this one that blows it up really, really big. That's going to be an 11-inch picture. Or right here, that one is going to be 11 by 7 or 8, you know. So I would stay away from those larger. If you're printing it in a smaller book, that's different. This is a 12 by 12 book. So, but like I said, it will give you a warning if it's not going to print well. And in some cases, in most cases, I say, find a different place to put the picture, make it a little smaller, choose a smaller book, you know, whatever. But in some cases, it's like, look, this is the picture I have. This is all I have. This is a picture of my grandma. That's all I got. So it's not the end of the world if it's a little fuzzy, depending on what it is, So how many pictures in a 12 by 12 hardbound, give or take? So Liz, that is a great question that I can't really answer, because so this is a 12 by 12 book, and you can put up to 99 pages in it. The cost that you see originally is for 20, well, books come with 21 pages, but usually the yearbooks account for 26 or 24, 25, I think it is, because they allow for 2 pages per month and that kind of thing. But you can add more, and you can see just from these options here, like this one has 4, this one has 3, this one has 4, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one has 5. There are some that have really small, like this one has 8. This one has 8 pictures on a page. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that one also has 8. So it just depends on the pages that you choose, which is why it's a hard question for me to answer, because it just, oh, what's that one? Happy Canada Day. Oh, that's cool. I have Canadian friends. So it just depends on the pages, how many pages, and the layouts that you choose. Now, if you're working in Artisan, you can literally put as many pictures on a page as you want. If you want them to be all like 1 inch, you can fit like 16 on a little page or whatever. Sometimes that's fine, but sometimes those little 1 inch ones are too small to see. So it just kind of depends. So I don't know. Hopefully that answers your question, even if it didn't answer it very well. All right, we have got a couple more minutes before we're done with today. Any last questions that you have? So don't forget that if you didn't, whatever you didn't finish today, you have until next Monday to finish. You have your account, you have chosen your template, you have what was next? You have chosen the year, that was it, which year's worth of photos you're going to preserve. And then you've kind of organized them and picked your favorites and then uploaded them to your Forever account. That is today's, or today/this week assignment. And then next week we'll be ready to put them all in the books. Let's see, Dixie. Do you know anything about Forever shipping? So are you talking about just shipping in general, or they have this new thing called Forever Premier shipping or something like that? You pay one flat rate and you can ship anything you want for a year.
Yeah, I just ordered a couple things, and so my shipping's going to be like $43. But then it came up like, oh, you could save some money if you buy, and so it's like $2.99. It's Forever Premier shipping. It's economy or standard.
So they use FedEx, and I kind of wish they would expand a little bit, because FedEx is great, but if you choose economy, your thing from FedEx, your thing gets put on the truck last. And so it can kind of, maybe you'll get it in a good amount of time, and maybe it'll take a couple weeks. And so economy is, I wish they would expand and not just use FedEx so that we had other options, but that's not your question. Your question is not, what do you think? So because it's FedEx, and I guess because it's 2022, it's not particularly cheap shipping. The Forever Premier shipping allows you, it's $299 a year. And if you buy it, you can ship anything you want all year long. I won't say for free, because you just spent $299 on it, but it's sort of all you can eat shipping, if you will.
Well, how much do you think, if we make a 12 by 12 book and then we stick it in our cart in 4 weeks, how much do you think that, well, it depends where you're at, what it's going to cost to ship it,
depends where you are. It depends on if you pick economy. And I don't know shipping prices off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I know I've ordered a 12 by 12 book, but I can't remember how much it was.
Yeah, sometimes it's best not to have that memorized.
Yeah, well, and that's true. And then when it goes up, you're like, what? So, yeah. But yeah, that new Premier shipping just started this last summer. They just announced it in July. So it's a new thing that I have not done yet, because I thought, well, I'll never ship that much. But then lately I'm like, I might, I don't know. So we'll see. All right, we are at end time, believe it or not. This was delightful to spend an hour with you. I hope you got a lot done. If you didn't, you've got the rest of the week. I will see you again on Monday. Drop dead dates for project completion for holiday presents. So I don't know for sure. I always advise people to submit whatever it is that you want before Thanksgiving, because that way, if you have to turn around, if there's a delay in shipping, or you have to turn around and mail it or whatever, at least you're safe. So they will announce that at the end, probably end of October, they'll announce that for Christmas stuff. But I don't know what that will be this year. So. All right, well, I will send you a little sort of the outline for all of Yearbook Boot Camp. I'll send you that document. So if there's anything that you kind of want to rewatch or whatever, you can. And I can send you the link to this recording as well. If there was something that we went over that you'd like to fast forward through and watch that 3 minutes or whatever, you can. So wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you next week. Have a great week, and shoot me questions if you have any. Thank you. Bye, everybody.